Good morning all, camelbacktrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, June 27th, and we are looking at window traders, market profile of SPY, IWM and triple Qs, and the markets continuing their push higher. We said on Friday, wouldn't doubt if we continue to grind higher the rest of this week towards the end of the quarter, end of the half year, and towards another holiday weekend. Right now, we're looking to gap higher again, so it looks like possibly the price probe and the price spike will be accepted. Remember, we had a lot to lean on after Friday's action. Right now, the overnight high in SPY is 392.94. The overnight low is 388.64. Again, we still have that large gap, this last one above us to tackle. We have two downside gaps now and looking to have a third one. So there's emotional selling on the way down. There's emotional buying on the way up, right? And that's what happens with short-term day traders, retail traders, and just algorithmic trading, right? There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no, again, algorithms don't care if the market's up or down. They don't care, right? So that's where the retail traders follow, and you get that emotional trading. We had P-shapes on Friday, but yet again, we did have single print, so it was still a trend day. And remember, short covering could go on for days or weeks at a time. So all things to keep in mind. Another very important thing, though, we came into balance on the weekly on Friday. Well, if we take out Friday's high, now again, there's still an hour to go, but if we take out Friday's high, the weekly will turn up. So you'll have the monthly down for now, the weekly up, and the daily up. So things starting to turn around a bit for the buyers as far as the game plan. So the gap right now, with an hour to go, is about $1. That's not a bad gap, right? So that's something I would look to take along again, especially since right now we would be close to $2 away from the overnight high. So that would be a target to shoot for. So in the next hour, if the gap is $1 or a little less, I'll look to take along. If the gap fills, then I'll reassess, because that's a lot of heat from M's high to L's high. I don't want to be long that much. Once I put it in ones, I'll see what value high is from Friday. Maybe that's a level I would keep my long to, because again, you don't want to see value go from high to overlapping high or even possibly unchanged. Don't forget, where change really took place is where the market spiked above H's high. Okay, so that's another level to lean on if you were to get in there. But again, by that time, value would be overlapping to higher at best. Okay, so these are things to keep in mind. As far as a short play in the next hour, if we open closer to the overnight high, again, you could take one. A lot of times they try to front run it. Remember, SPY has that 11 wide at 391.28 from June 10th that ES got, but SPY did not, so that's still alive. And then above that, you have that afternoon rally high, and then nothing to that daily high and that large gap. Also, though, we're going to have the 20-day moving average to look at, which I'll look at in a minute. So a long against the gap, if the gap is $1 or less. Reassess if the gap fills. If it tapers, then I won't get out of it. But if it starts coming in with any kind of extension and volume, I'd get out and reassess. Possibly a short against the overnight high if it was to get there. And now let's go look at where the 20-day moving averages. Well, first let's look at the weekly. So the weekly went into balance last week, right? Markets don't go bull bear or bear bull. We came out of balance to the downside 2 weeks ago, back into balance last week. Taking out Friday's high would put the daily back, the weekly back to up for me. Okay, and then the eventual target would be the 417.44 level. So that's impressive. The daily right now, the 20 is at 393.96. So I'm not sure where it'll be where it opens, but that's going to be a visual level, because not only that level's there, you also have the afternoon rally high, which is going to be pretty close to 394.25 from June 10th. So that could be a level to take a short against the first time. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Have a good day trading, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.